I pulled over to the shoulder, stopped to record to make sure that those babies, it was 2 young kids, they had to have been in their 2025s, to make sure that they got home safe, because we know that we have a police problem in Minnesota.
Wright says she pulled over and started recording the incident on her phone.
Police just came up to me talking about I was under arrest because I'm obstructing justice by videotaping. He grabbed me by my wrists and then told me I was under arrest. Once I told him who I was, he let me go.
That's Katie Wright, the mother of Daunte Wright. In case you forgot, Daunte Wright was killed by a Brooklyn Center police officer, Kim Potter. That was the incident when she claimed that she mistook her gun for the taser and shot Daunte while they were on the ground. She's since been convicted and is getting a very light sentence. But that's Katie Wright, who was the mother of that kid, and now, when she sees cops pulling someone over, she pulled off on the side of the road and decided to film it to make sure these things don't happen to another young person. Now, the police that did come over and confront her as she told her story to a press conference there, their body cam evidence has also been revealed. Let's see his point of view of what he did there.
Obviously, make sure no one else in the car. She's getting a ticket. No, don't worry about it. Come on. 200, driver's license. What's that? You're gonna give me your driver's license or I'm gonna take you to jail for obstructing. You're driving a vehicle. You're gonna go to
take me to jail. Push here, come to here, come where I'm at.
Okay.
You know who I am, right?
No, I have no idea.
My name is Katie Wright.
Okay.
And you guys killed my son, and I'm gonna videotape it. And if you take me to jail, I will sue you. I don't care. Do not ever touch me again. I don't care. Don't touch me again. You can send me a ticket, but don't touch me again. I'm not under no. You don't have that. No, I did not get pulled over. You do not. Legally, you cannot ask me who I am. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Katie Wright, I'll send you a ticket in the mail.
Send me a ticket in the mail.
Well, then I'm gonna send you another one. I will. I sure will.
So the police officer and Katie right there engage in a back and forth about, well, send me 2 tickets then. Well, somehow that's how we're gonna get to that point. I'm not sure which tickets he's gonna send her, but that confrontation did happen. And then as she pointed out, she did tell him, you guys killed my son. I'm gonna record everything you guys do. Let's look at some of the details of what was happening over there across the street. So the city of Brooklyn Center said in a statement shared with CBS News that while assisting another agency on a high-risk stop as part of a homicide investigation, there was encounter between Katie Wright and the Brooklyn City officers. Brooklyn Center Police Department said in a statement shared with local outlet Bring Me, the news said, as one of our officers was assisting in detaining a person from the high-risk stop, the person being detained stated she did not want to be filmed and wanted the person to stop filming. So the person being arrested there across the street didn't want to be filmed, and they took it as Katie Wright's phone being the issue. So they listened to the person that they were arresting. Going on, she's getting a ticket, the officer wearing the camera can be heard saying as he walks in direction of Wright, and another officer is overheard saying, no, don't worry about it, come on. So he had the opportunity to maybe not go and confront her because they apprehended the people they were apprehending, and then cross the street and going to harass this lady was something that the officer didn't really see as a reason to happen. But either way it goes. So who was correct as far as this whole confrontation goes? So according to the American Civil Liberties Union of Minnesota, a person, quote, has the right to record police actions as long as you do not interfere with their activities and are not breaking any other law. And according to the Associated Press, Brooklyn Center Police Union President Chuck Valeo praised the officer who confronted Wright for what he described as a professional response and restraint during the incident. What did he need restraint from, Ray? Why does he need restraint when he's over there doing his job, and then they, for some reason, feel like they need to go and wonder why this woman is filming them? If you're not doing anything, why do you care if people are filming you do crazy right things?
Yeah, it's also it's just a like very ridiculous situation, but the fact that, of course, someone who has been victimized, right, and she suffered the trauma of losing a child at the hands of the police, is going to want to go out of her way to assist in any way that she can other people that she sees as, potential victims of the police. As you noted, recording the police is not illegal. She has the right to do it, and the police officer really thought he was going to get away with it. He's threatening to arrest her. right? He kept saying, you're gonna get arrested before he started saying, I'm gonna give you a ticket, despite there being no basis for arresting her. And she noted that as soon as that she informed them of who she was, then their story really changed. Of course, because now they're like, we're not gonna get away with this. If this was just some other woman, right? We might be able to get away with it, but because she's already got eyes on her, attention on her, right? Because we murdered her son, this is not gonna slide. Also, I do want to say, I don't necessarily buy that the person who was being arrested was complaining about the camera, just because it's the only source of that information is the police department, and it paints them in a better light. And why wouldn't they say something that paints them in a slightly, the officer was just a hero championing the person we were arresting and defending her from being recorded when she didn't want to be. Like, it's just too, it's too convenient. I'm not buying it.
Even if the person did request that, how often do you hear cops when they're arresting someone who they said is a high risk, or I forget the term, like a high level arrest because they're doing an investigation on a homicide? Do they go, oh yeah, the person we're apprehending asked us, this lady 3 lanes over and across this busy street, to stop filming? Let's listen to the potential culprit. Come on, man. Come on. How often do you hear that? Okay, whatever.